Hey, welcome back to Sleeping Cemeteries. Today I'm at Oak Grove Cemetery in Delaware, Ohio. And I'll tell you right now, at first glance, you're going to say, well, that's not what you usually do. This is not a barely used cemetery. And you're right. I just wanted to give you a tour of one of my favorite cemeteries, show you some of my favorite monuments and some of my favorite views. So let's get going. First off here, we have the headstone of Dr. Pwin A. Willis, surgeon of the 48th Ohio Volunteer Veteran Infantry in the Civil War. Let's check this out. The first side, died April 18th, 1876. 39 years old, 6 months. Man faithful to his family, his country, and his God. Surgeon of the 48th OVVI, medical director of the 13th Army Corps Department of the Gulf. Check out this awesome bust. It's almost like it's on a coin. Like, the pedestal itself is very simple, but the portrait is just stunning. Check that out. It's just gorgeous. His name underneath there. And as we circle around to this other side, we've got another set of things, and I just love the detail back here. Check this out. There's like the books, the stacked books, the papers leaning up against it. This almost looks as if it's a box. And check those angels out. Dr. Willis lived here in Delaware, was born and raised here in Delaware until the Civil War, where he served. He returned home after the war and had a very successful medical practice, along with being very successful in the agriculture field. He died of pneumonia at the age of 39. Next, we have the headstone of Frederick Peter Vergon, horticulturalist best known for the Delaware grape. He also built the once famous Greenwood Lake right here in Delaware, Ohio. His headstone is a replica of the elm tree he grew in his front yard. Let's take a closer look. Now, what I love about this headstone, other than the size and just pure beauty of it, is the more you look at it, the more you notice. So let's get a little bit closer and check this out. I didn't see this earlier before I started, but we also got a nest right there. And that is actually part of the sculpture. So we have that nest. Check out the owl. There's another nest right up there. The leaves have such awesome detail. There's another bird right up there. Awesome, just beautifully detailed stone. And if you even look closer, many people that visit will tuck coins as you do on the stone. See, check right up here above the owl's head. And there's another one up there. Put it on the branches. Just such a beautiful stone. Really cool. If you're ever in the area, come check it out. But let's move on. Next, we have the Eaton family plot right here with this stone and the really cool urn on top. And another thing I like about this is just how the trees kind of frame it. It's just a beautiful stone altogether and a beautiful shot. One of my favorite views. I'm going to switch this around just so you get the full effect of what I like about the setting and the way this stone looks. I mean, just right here, just how the tree and it goes over the top with the branches and how you can see the monuments this in the background. I mean, it's just a gorgeous view of the cemetery, a beautiful portrait of the cemetery in general. Like, I've taken shots of this numerous times. I'm honestly taking a couple here from the video as well. Another thing that I really enjoy about this stone is, let's get a little bit closer here. On this side, we've got Sarah, Henry, and Laura. But on this side over here, where it talks about Henry James Eaton, check out below him. I've never seen this on any other stone so far, but it's got really cool genealogy on the bottom. He was the son of James Eaton, son of Joseph Eaton, who in 1805 immigrated to Delaware County, Ohio, from Pennsylvania. He was the son of David Eaton, who was the son of John Eaton, who was the son of Joseph Eaton, who was the son of John Eaton, who immigrated from Llandewey, I don't know how to say that, Radnor, Co. Wales, to the banks of the Pennock, Pennsylvania, 1686. And just go up. Oh man, just a beautiful stone and a beautiful urn for the family here. Is just, oh man, look at that. You can't say that that doesn't look cool. That is just freaking awesome. And then to see the hill and the other stones down there. It's just a beautiful location, very picturesque to me. I really love it. One of my favorite stones in the cemetery, one of my favorite locations. Just absolutely gorgeous. Next, right beside the Eaton stone, we have the stone here for a young boy named Charles Sweetser. And I don't know, something about that cherub or child on top is it's rather unique to me. I've never never seen anything quite posed like that. I'll switch this camera around so we can take a closer look. The stone here is actually for Charles Sweetser and his mother, Ann P. Sweetser. And I believe the father is this other large stone, which is also another Sweetser stone. But I really just love the way it all looks together. I think it's cool. But let's get up here closer. I've never seen anything quite like that. I mean, it's beautifully done, but yeah, very, very unique stone. Something I've never seen before anywhere else. I'm sure it's somewhere else. I don't think anything is all that unique at the end of the day. But the first one I've seen, very, very strange, but very, very cool. Next, we have the Sanborn family plot, which features a statue. It's one of the few statues here in Oak Grove Cemetery. But like the Eaton stone, I just love how the trees frame this statue from this angle. It's just such a cool look. And let me flip you around to take a closer look. All right, here's the base. We just work our way up to the statue here. And as I said, it's one of the few statues here in Oak Grove Cemetery. We had Charlie's statue. We have this one. There's a couple angels on top, but the majority of the stones here in Oak Grove do not feature statues. But I've taken shots of this Sanborn stone many, many times. We're going to take one of this right here. Look at that. Just how those trees go around the stone and how beautifully detailed she is up there. It's just a gorgeous stone. Another gorgeous view of the cemetery. It's absolutely awesome. All right, let's see what else we can find. Next, we have the Battenfield Dodd Family Memorial. What's unique about this is 6 of the family members perished in the Iroquois Theater disaster in 1903 that took the lives of 602 people and injured over 250. It is the largest theater fire in the United States. Let's take a closer look. Okay, the first panel here reads, Sarah Ann Murray, born August 11th, 1853, wife of D.H. Battenfield, and the children, John Murray, born January 15th, 1880, Ruth Ann, born May 4th, 1881, Robert Murray, born October 24th, 1888, all perished December 30th, 1903. And then we have another child, I guess, Minerva K, 1863 to 1927. Let's step back to see the full side of the mausoleum. And on the right, we have Della Battenfield, 1863 to 1916, and David H. Battenfield, 1851 to 1933. And we'll just cross around the other side here, and you'll see the inscription on the bottom that reads, you might not be able to read it there, but I'll read it to you. Here's the side. It says, I am the resurrection and the life. Because I live, ye shall live also. Farewell, beloved, here at last shall rest with thee. With thee in Christ shall rise again. And at the base here it says, to the memory of the 6 lives lost in the Iroquois disaster, Chicago, December 30th, 1903. And then we cross around to the Dodd side. Ruth Emma Murray, wife of J.F. Dodd, their daughter, Ruth Murray, 1890-1903, James Foster Dodd, 1858-1926, Ann Dodd Paget, 1880-1962, her daughter Ruth Ann Paget Mitchell, 1902-1977. Just a beautiful memorial. Very awesome. We'll cross to this last side. I don't believe that flag is supposed to be there. It references nobody on the stone, so I don't know where it came from. But just a gorgeous, gorgeous mausoleum. If you're ever in the area, come check it out. It's pretty cool. But let's see what else we can find. As you can see behind me here, just an older part of the cemetery and one of my favorite areas to visit and maybe even take pictures. I don't know a lot of information about the folks behind me. I just love this old part of the cemetery, and it's just something that really appeals to me in what I do. And we'll just take a quick walk around here and see what we can see. I don't plan to take a lot of time over here, but I do want to pass by the stones just to check them out and let you see what it is. I wish they would come in and maybe pick things up a little bit, but just something about this area really speaks to me, I guess. It's just old and really something that for some reason connects to me. Oh man, check this out. Check that out. Haven't seen that before. Oh man, that's a mourning wife beside an actual stone. Too bad it's not like an actual stone that was right here that she's standing beside, because that would have been really cool. I love all the circle frames inside. Many of them have circular patterns. And the flags for the service members. I don't know, it's just something very, very appealing to me in the history of the United States. Now, granted, we do have a large veteran memorial behind this location, but these older stones are what I'm looking for. Check out how beautiful the script is on here for Elijah Cunningham. I mean, that is just gorgeous. It's like the day it was carved. That's crazy. Oh, and check this one out. With the roses and the drapery for Edward Evans. That looks awesome. And I love the tops to ones like that. They remind me of like old storefronts and stuff. I don't know why. I mean, if you've ever watched a Western, I guess you could understand why. Oh, yeah. Just such a cool little section of older stones that really, really look cool. Okay, last but not least, on this first tour of Oak Grove Cemetery, we have the Moore Stone. This plot holds Sidney Moore Jr., Millie Moore, his first wife, and Sarah Ann Moore, his second wife. And the reason why I bring you to this stone is a very personal story to me. I found this stone very interesting, and there was once a tree right here where all the sawdust and stuff was. So it was a little bit more picturesque. I really liked it. But as I rose my camera up to take a shot of the stone with the tree and all the background, very distinctly from my right, I hear somebody running towards me, which causes me to take an awkward picture. You know, I do something like that, and it makes the picture weird. And here's the picture there. There was nobody there. So either Sydney, Millie, or Sarah, I feel, played a trick on me that day. But let's have a closer look at that stone. There is a lot of information on Find a Grave for Sidney Moore Jr. Seemed like a very important guy, or loved at least, to where they put a lot of information about Sidney on there. I'm not going to go into that now because he just seemed like a regular guy that did a lot in his life. He's not listed as one of the famous residents here at Oak Grove, but what caught my eye originally was this first front here with the wreath and the Moore and Millie, and that's what I was taking a shot of when I was interrupted. But Millie was Sydney's first wife, and on the last side over here, we have Sarah Ann, who I hear had a son before from a previous relationship or marriage. But I don't know, I just liked it, and I liked where it was, and I liked the tree that was once behind it, and I just thought it was a very, very beautiful shot. And somebody in this area, I feel, interrupted me at the time, causing me to take a very odd shot. But check that out. I mean, you can still see it right here. It's a beautiful location. But we'll see that. Well, that's it, folks. Thanks for joining me on this tour of Oak Grove Cemetery in Delaware County, Ohio. Let me know if you want to see more videos like this. I kind of had some time to kill, so I wanted to try something a little different. And maybe moving forward, I'll do some more videos with other large cemeteries with unique stones or stones that I have stories about. But as always, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this visit as much as I have, and I'll see you next time.